Antarctica, the coldest, the quietest, and the most unforgiving continent on Earth. Here, life allows no mistakes. Among the vast ice fields, there is an order that has existed for thousands of years. Penguins are among the most familiar inhabitants of this order, especially Adelie penguins. Small in size, yet among the toughest survivors nature has ever produced. Every day, the same ritual repeats itself. They live in colonies. They walk together toward the ocean to feed. Because survival depends on moving as a group. But sometimes, nature creates a moment that falls outside this order. The images that have spread rapidly across social media in recent days capture exactly such a moment. The footage comes from the 2007 documentary Encounters at the End of the World, directed by Werner Herzog. As the cameras follow a colony of Adelie penguins, something unexpected happens. One penguin stops. Then it turns around, and instead of heading toward the ocean, it chooses the opposite direction. It walks inland, toward the mountains, toward the interior. A direction where there is no food, no water, and almost no chance of survival. The rest of the colony keeps moving. None of them look back, because nature does not pause for individual hesitation. So why did this penguin walk away? This question has lingered since the documentary was first released, but science offers no romantic answers. This is not rebellion. It is not a search for freedom. Experts suggest several possible explanations. Penguins navigate using the position of the sun, visual landmarks, and the Earth's magnetic field. On rare occasions, these systems can fail. Another possibility is illness or old age. A neurological disorder, loss of balance, or sensory impairment can cause an animal to separate from its group. In some species, as life nears its end, a behavior known as aimless wandering has been observed. This is not a conscious choice, it is a biological breakdown. In the documentary, someone asks whether the penguin can be stopped or saved. Werner Herzog's answer is brief and uncompromising. You cannot save it. That penguin will keep walking. Because the inland regions it is heading toward are brutally cold, mountainous, and almost entirely lifeless, the probability of survival is close to zero. This scene was not filmed to inspire hope. It was filmed to show nature's indifference. Nature does not always create meaningful messages. Not every story exists to comfort us. Some stories are simply real. That is precisely why this moment became viral. People projected themselves onto this penguin: loneliness, disorientation, the feeling of breaking away from the crowd. But the truth is this: the penguin is not a symbol. It is an exception, a rare but inevitable part of nature. The colony continued its journey. They reached the ocean. They fed. They survived. The loss of a single individual does not stop the survival of the species. In Antarctica, life is not built on emotion, but on balance. This penguin story was not meant to give us hope, but it reminds us of something essential. Not every journey has a meaning. Not every departure is a message. And sometimes, the only thing that keeps moving forward is instinct. In the cold, silent, and indifferent world of Antarctica, life goes on, and on the ice, footprints fade quickly. If you want to discover more true stories from our animal companions, stories shaped not by fantasy, but by nature itself, subscribe to the channel, because the wild still has countless stories to tell.